Is weird, odd, strange, or just plain bizarre is really your cup of tea? Then, the Golden State Media Concepts Weird News Podcast will give you that fix. Can't believe it? Well, listen for yourself as we deliver the strangest news you definitely won't find on CNN or Fox. It's the Golden State Media Concepts Weird News Podcast.
Hello and welcome to the GSMC Weird News Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Podcast Network. I am your host, Heidi, and I am joined today by the wonderful Sarah.
Hello, I am ready to hear some weirdness.
Oh, yes, we are, we're bringing the weird.
Yay!
I will say, though, the first story is weird, but mostly cute, which is basically why I put it in, because I think it's cute.
Oh,
But it's a little strange. It's about a frog. So
okay.
A bit odd.
But cute odd is, I don't
Yes.
mind cute odd.
Yeah,
know?
this
they
is
don't have
definitely
to all be
cute.
disturbing odd or like, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know
that'll
what
come
word
later.
goes with that.
That will, we'll get there.
Okay.
We're going to start out slow, though. We're starting out with Romeo, who is the world's loneliest frog.
I think I heard about Romeo. Wasn't he
Yeah.
like the last of his species or something?
Well,
Or,
yes.
Or well, am I thinking of something else?
Well, no. So he has spent the last 10 years alone because they believed he was the last of his kind.
Okay.
Poor Romeo.
Poor
but,
Romeo.
he may have finally found a Juliet, which is just the love story that we've all been waiting for.
But no.
Because
Because Romeo and Juliet is not a romance. I'm sorry. I'm
I
not
know.
gonna go there. I'm not gonna get on my soapbox. But
Well, I don't really agree with the names of the frogs here
Yeah.
because I don't want that tragic love story.
Exactly.
Yeah,
He
I
finally
mean,
found his Juliet, and then they're both going to end up dead. Well, everyone dies eventually, but let's hope it doesn't happen in a tragic way.
I know. There is that terrible fungus that's killing frogs, so I really hope that's not what
I'm
happened.
depressed now. I'm going to go eat some chocolate. Goodbye.
No. We have to hear about Romeo.
Okay, tell me
We
about
have to
Romeo.
power through.
I'll stop.
Okay, I also need your help in pronouncing the name of a frog.
Okay.
Okay, so scientists have found a potential mate for Romeo. Romeo is a Cehiacus water frog? I don't know what...
Oh, yeah. I have no idea. Let me spell it for you, folks. Sehuencas. So, anything could be silent in there. So,
He's a water frog.
Bolivia, so, well... okay,
Yeah.
water frog. We're going with water frog.
Okay, so he's a water frog, a type of water frog, and he has been alone and single for the last 10 years. He is in a museum in Bolivia, and he was considered possibly the last living water frog of his kind. And he has appeared in the news before because of this. Also because the conservationists created a Match.com profile for him. And that's probably why he won the hearts of many.
Oh, sure.
He also looks really cute. He has like big frog eyes. and
Yeah.
It's kind of adorable.
Yeah.
I mean, I think frogs can be cute. I don't
They
know
can.
how.
Yeah.
Not everyone thinks that about reptiles, but I think it can be pretty cute. However, I
Frogs,
feel like
amphibians, not
Yeah.
reptiles.
yeah, right, you're right. But I feel like most I don't know, they're like kind of scaly and green, slimy.
Potentially slimy, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like they're sort of, I don't know. I think frogs are cute. I'm not sure how I feel about all of the amphibians, reptiles, but I like frogs. He potentially has a love interest. They have named her Juliet, of course, and they have set up a blind date in an effort to save the species. Which, no pressure, right?
No pressure. But if you don't mate, your species will die.
Yeah, I hope you guys like each other.
Will there be romantic dinner and maybe a walk on the lily pads?
A hop on the lily pads.
Yes.
Potentially. We'll see how it goes. But the romance story started when Bolivia's Alcide de Orbigue... Oh, no. When their Natural History Museum partnered with a global wildlife conservation to raise money and search for a mate for Romeo. So, a very worthy cause.
Yes.
There is a zoologist. Her name is Teresa Camacho, and she led a frog search expedition. This took place last month, and it was through Bolivia's cloud forest. Her and her team, they basically to find frogs, they had to just stick their hands in random creeks.
Okay.
Just to try and find it, because they're water frogs, you know.
Right.
So they just had to search around wherever they could, and they just had to feel around in the water for frogs.
And then, like, pull them up and be like, nope, you're wrong, and put them back? Or,
Yeah,
you have potential.
basically.
Come with us.
It was, because they're looking for the specific species that Romeo is. So because they can't really be seen easily out of water, they have to be found underwater, which hence all of the hand sticking in creeks,
Right.
searching.
Right.
So Camacho said, she said, we were tired, wet, and disappointed. And she said, but then...
Sounds like most people's experiences
Yeah.
of dating. Sorry.
Sounds like most experiences of going through rivers. And I can't even imagine you spend the whole day sticking your hand in a river.
Yeah.
I would be
Interesting.
not thrilled about that. But she said they kept searching, and she said, let's do just one more creek. Also, as a note, the zoologist claims or believes, as I feel most do, that climate change and contaminated waterways are what have driven this particular frog close to extinction, which, I mean, yeah, that's with most frogs. So they did one more creek before they threw in the towel. And when they did, they found a creek. She noticed a frog hop into the water. It wasn't the specific frog she was looking for, but it led her to a small waterfall where there was a frog that was the particular species that Romeo is. Apparently they have orange bellies, which sounds very cute. The team was excited. Unfortunately, the frog they originally saw was not a female frog, it was a male. But she noticed the habitat was in good condition, and so they went back the next day and found 4 more frogs of Romeo's species,
Oh.
which is exciting.
Yeah.
She found 2 female and 2 male.
Okay.
And
so wow.
Yeah.
In one little spot.
Yeah.
So, and they thought Romeo was the last.
yeah,
So
so
that's
it's hopeful.
kind of encouraging because, maybe the other males and female could create more.
Yeah, could save the species. Apparently, though, they took Juliet, who is the female frog that was at the right age. I guess the other frogs were younger, so they're like, oh, they're just going to stay here in this waterfall for a while. But apparently, they believe Juliet is kind of cute, and they're hoping that her and Romeo become compatible. She has been quarantined for now because they have to do some lab tests to make sure she doesn't have the really dangerous fungus that has been killing a lot of frog populations, and that she is healthy before she meets Romeo. The scientists and the museum director has noted they hope opposites attract, because Romeo is shy and he doesn't swim much, and in their words, he is a little overweight.
Because he doesn't swim much. Come on, Romeo. Get off the couch. Well, he's been lonely.
He gave
He's
up.
probably been just like
been 10
binging
years.
Netflix and eating ice cream.
Oh yeah,
Who can blame him?
I know. There's no one, just him. For 10 years.
In a museum.
I know. Juliet, on the other hand, they say is extroverted and full of energy. She has already tried to escape her tank.
Well,
So-
yeah, maybe because she got kidnapped and she's being forced to mate with someone she's never met.
Yeah, Romeo gave up. She still has some hope. Hopefully she likes him. The museum has suggested they might provide some current in Romeo's tank to get him some more exercise. Like a little frog treadmill.
Oh, that's adorable and weird.
Yeah. They are hoping that this will help with the frog species. Also, because they found other frogs where they found Juliet, they found other younger frogs, so they're hoping that those frogs will also populate. Or if Romeo does not like Juliet, perhaps they can find another frog to pair off with him. But they also said there is another fallback if it doesn't work. Apparently, you can do in vitro fertilization with frogs.
Sure.
So if it doesn't work with just the old-fashioned way, maybe they'll turn to science.
Aw.
But I mean, good luck, frogs.
Yeah.
I hope that
You two kids.
Yeah.
I hope you make it.
I hope she likes him. I also think that's adorable that they might try and give him a little workout.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been in a tank.
Right.
Alone.
Yeah, in a museum. I mean, museums are intellectually stimulating, but who I don't think of people who live in museums as particularly physically robust.
Who lives in a museum?
I picture a guy in tweed. We should get Romeo a little tweed jacket.
So after it closes, he just doesn't go home. He just walks around the museum
lives
and
in the museum.
dusts off things.
No, he has an office with a fireplace and he drinks tea.
Probably with a pipe.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Him and Romeo just hang out and watch TV. Oh, well.
Not
okay.
exercising.
Both of them alone.
Oh. This has now gone in a totally different direction.
Oh, I'm sorry. We better take a break before I get too far down this rabbit hole. So hang on. We'll be right back after this break.
Check out the show built around the women of MMA. From the UFC to the extreme cage fighting, we got the fights covered.
Listen.
It's the Golden State Media Concepts Women's MMA Podcast. The latest news of upcoming fights, discussions of previous matches. Join us as we talk to and about the biggest names in women's mixed martial arts, past, present, and future. When it's the women's fight game, you know where to listen to. The Golden State Media Concepts Women's MMA Podcast.
Welcome back to the GSMC Weird News Podcast. We are continuing to share some weird news stories. We have talked about an adorable frog romance. We are now going on to a story that is really
not an
not
adorable
as
frog
adorable.
romance.
No, you're right. Believe it or not, not another frog romance.
Aw, can we not? Could this whole episode just be different frog romances?
Are there that many?
Probably
just
not.
Kermit.
Just Kermit, Miss Piggy. Well, they
Yeah.
did break up a while ago.
I know they did.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, their show got canceled, so we will never know.
We'll never know.
We'll never know how that played out. But yes, sadly, we're not talking about more frog romances. We are actually talking about disputes between countries, but virtually. This is between America and Denmark, which is a bit strange. So, if you didn't know, there is a widely popular computer game called Minecraft.
Heard of it?
Minecraft,
Never played it?
Yep, I heard about it in high school. People set up a server for me to play. Never did.
No.
Never did. But,
What?
I mean, it was a nice thought, I guess.
Did they think that you should?
I guess.
For some reason?
Yeah, I guess to join the friend group online.
Okay.
To build forts online. I don't know.
I don't know.
Virtually. So in Minecraft, players build really imaginative environments and constructions using 3D cubes. Kind of like digital Lego. Kind of.
Okay.
You know, everything is very square and pixelated in Minecraft. It's a little strange. But people really build some amazing things in this game. Part of the fun, of course, is to make big worlds and buildings, but then also to explore the worlds and buildings of others because it's virtual, so you can go to other places of this Minecraft world. So
Okay.
you can see what other people have created. Also, a lot of people use Minecraft to like reimagine and create things that already exist, like countries.
Oh.
For example, the Danish government has sanctioned the creation of a replica version of their country within Minecraft, and they said this is to be used as a teaching tool for children to educate them about Denmark's geography, which I could see. I mean,
could see, but
yeah, kids really like Minecraft.
yeah,
so,
yeah. So I'm just gonna channel my inner old person, and be like, "Gotta meet the kids where they are. They like this Minecraft thing. Let's see what we can do with that."
Yeah, that's probably exactly what they said.
Except with Danish accents,
Right, like they don't read books anymore.
right?
They just build things online.
On the internet.
Pixelated form. So that's basically what they did. They decided to just do this so that kids could learn about geography. However, this is just inevitable. Of course, cyber vandals broke in to virtual Denmark and decided to blow it up.
Why?
I don't know. The Vandals were able to infiltrate virtual Denmark while I love this, while sneaking in virtual dynamite, at which point they virtually demolished parts of virtual Copenhagen.
They're trying to teach about geography and we're blowing it up.
Yeah.
Kind of. You kids get off my lawn or my Denmark, my virtual Denmark.
Denmark. Get off of my Copenhagen. What is interesting, though, is that the use of the virtual dynamite was actually banned on the Danish server. So they somehow, they did sneak it in. And the Vandals were able to discover a way to get inside. I guess they used a mining cart or something, or they used the cart to sneak in the dynamite. I don't play Minecraft. I don't know. They snuck in.
This sounds like a really strange, maybe bad movie.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Something that just horrifies children. Their virtual Denmark that they've built, their virtual country that they live in has just been blown up online. Oh, it's so bad.
And the fact that you can sneak it in, I don't know how all of that works with coding and everything that goes into to video games. So I don't know how you figure out how to sneak something in virtually.
They did.
They did. Yeah. Use your powers for good, people. Come on.
Well, see, that's the thing. They didn't just stop at the dynamite. They were real bad because they didn't just stop at sneaking in virtual dynamite and, somehow they weren't allowed to and then blowing up parts of virtual Copenhagen.
Okay.
Apparently the Vandals constructed they constructed virtual American flags all over the town and built virtual signs reading America in all caps.
Jeez.
Which is not saying that people who were, it's not saying Americans did it. Anyone could have done it, but they put in American flags. I also feel like if anyone's going to believe that someone got virtually bullied, Denmark got virtually bullied, I would believe America did it.
Right,
right. If someone was trying to hide their tracks.
Yeah, good on you, other nationality who was like, I'm just going to make American flags. I'll never guess it was me.
Or if it was America, shame on us.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Denmark.
That's why people don't like us.
I know. It was a tool for children.
That's right.
Children.
An educational tool.
To learn geography. Anyway, the good thing is it was initially believed the virtual damage was catastrophic and widespread. However, the spokesperson for the Danish Geodata Agency explained to the news that only a minor area was destroyed, so it wasn't the whole virtual country, which is good.
So now they have to virtually rebuild it?
Yeah.
Oh.
They have to virtually rebuild virtual Denmark. Which I wonder if they just shield the children from the damage, they just don't let them in.
Right. They put up virtual police tape.
Yeah, you don't need to see this, kids.
Just keep walking.
Oh gosh, I don't know. I don't know how that works. I don't know if they
I don't either.
get into it. I don't know. Although the Danish Geodata Agency, they were able to quickly repair the destruction. There's really no fixing the psychological damage. Soon after the attack, images appeared on a Minecraft forum, and just the attack on Denmark had really just gone officially public and viral. So everyone knew that poor Denmark had been snuck into
What did Denmark
and
ever do to you?
vandalized. I know. It is kind of funny though, just a very peaceful country and virtual Denmark. That's just so random.
Aren't you Danish?
Nope.
No?
Nope. Dutch.
Dutch, thank you. Okay.
Yeah. So I have no ties to this,
Yeah,
so I can just freely laugh at Denmark. But the whole thing is so weird and strangely American.
Yeah, I wish I had some pithy comment to wrap it up nicely with a bow, but
I don't.
Also,
it's funny this is what makes me think it wasn't Americans, because they didn't say America, they said America. Any American would say America,
America.
America. Exclamation point. I don't know. These are just rookies.
I'm surprised there weren't Confederate flags.
I know. It could have been a lot worse. They could have put a lot
it really could have.
Of worse things in there. So maybe it was just some kids, playing around in a virtual country.
Get off my Denmark lawn. I don't know what the current
expletive?
No. I got nothing. Don't never mind. Phrase. We'll just go with phrase.
I don't know what people say nowadays, but anyway, sorry, virtual Denmark. I apologize for America. I hope that you can forgive us and repair your country virtually. Okay. The next story, this is sad. This is also sad, but it's not about virtual countries. It's about a confused barber.
Okay.
Because this happened in China, and a barber was shaving a customer's head, or cutting their hair, whatever. Whatever barbers do, I don't know.
Could be either.
Yeah, probably a combination. And what happened is this customer who went into the barbershop, he showed the barber a paused video of the hair he wanted.
No. Oh, no.
But what happened is the barber ended up shaving in the play button into this guy's hair.
Oh, no.
Which is so bad.
And see, that's, again, the plot of a bad sitcom.
Yep. It's basically just a skit from a bad sitcom.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, again, this customer is from China, and they wanted to look like a trendy model in a video. But, of course, the whole thing ended up going viral because, of course. So what happened is the customer was watching a video while he waited for the haircut. And when he was watching the video, he saw the haircut that he wanted. So he paused the video and then showed it to the barber. And he was asked if he wanted the triangle too. The customer didn't really know what the guy meant, I guess. So he just kind of said
Oh, so
yes.
the barber did at least check.
I guess.
There was
apparently
some miscommunication somewhere.
Yeah. So the customer didn't really think about it, but he got a triangle shaved into his hair.
Wow.
Which-
Where into his hair?
It's like on the side. It's like if you got like fades, Well, not if you got fades, but
Well, I could.
You could. You can get a fades with a play button shaved into it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what you want, but it's like if you get fades on the side where the top is longer than the sides, and so he had to use a razor on the sides, and using a razor, he just or clippers, I guess. I don't know.
Fortunately, it'll grow. I mean, that won't take long.
It will
to grow and cover up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thankfully for this guy. Images of the haircut and the paused video were shared on China's Twitter-like platform called Weibo. The post got 20,000 comments and 78,000 likes. It was shared over 22,000 times.
Okay.
A lot of people joked about it. Let's see. One blogger joked, "There are not so many rigorous hairdressers like this left." Also, a video was shared of the customer just strutting around the room. I'm not sure if he was upset or just, I don't know.
Preening?
Yeah, just showing it off. I don't know. And then one person said that the hairdresser did indeed copy the model's hairstyle exactly, which is true. It
Very
was
literally.
exact. And you could say it's just a new trending haircut. And apparently some people watched the video before they realized that it was a play button. Like, they just were like, what's with the triangle? Which I guess if you don't know the connection to the video, I mean, you might not see it.
I mean, this guy could now become a trendsetter. This could be a good thing. It could turn into
never know.
Something positive.
Good luck, guy. I hope that somehow fashion turns in your favor and that it works out.
May the odds be ever in your favor.
Yeah, seriously. Okay, so with that wonderful story, we're going to take another break, and then we'll be right back and keep talking about more weird news.
This is your ultimate stop for everything sports. The Golden State Media Concepts Sports Podcast. Should I say more? From the NFL, MLB, the NBA to MMA, it's all in here. The Golden State Media Concepts Sports Podcast. Listen now.
Welcome back to the Weird News Podcast. We are continuing to share some strange news stories. This next one is about Urban Outfitters, which, to be honest, I am surprised has not appeared more in the strange news canon, because Urban Outfitters is strange.
It can be strange sometimes,
It can be quite weird.
I
I mean, they have some fun, weird books,
Yeah.
I do have to say.
Yeah.
But they sell some strange stuff sometimes.
Which, if you're looking for something strange, that's a good place to go.
That's true. I do like some other stuff. This item, however, that they're selling now, I think is just weird and kind of silly, but whatever. Okay. Urban Outfitters has rolled out a new product, and it is in the form of a random assortment of comedy videotapes from the 1990s. So yes, VHS tapes. And you can buy this like package of VHS tapes for $40.
And do what with them? Who has a VCR anymore?
That's the other thing. I don't like. They're not. See, Urban Outfitters is not selling the VHS player.
I mean, I just saw a tweet where a guy was thanking somebody that he bought a VHS player from like eBay or something because he got to watch his retirement tape and his wedding, and he hadn't watched all these videos in a long time, and so it was very sweet.
Yeah.
But that's different than, you have VHS tapes at home that you haven't converted, and so you get to watch them. This is what I have so many questions. Why?
I know.
Mainly they boil down to why.
Also, like,
who's buying them?
Well, I don't know.
And do you want to buy mine? I'm sure somewhere in a box I still have VHS tapes.
Oh yeah, I mean, if someone wants to buy my copy of Cinderella on VHS, they can go to my mom's house.
Is it Disney? Because some of those are worth money.
Oh, it might be.
Sometimes.
I should look into it.
You should.
I mean, it could be worth $40 if I pair it with something else.
Yeah.
Apparently, at Urban Outfitters.
I don't know.
It's not like I have a VHS player anymore, so I can't watch it.
I mean, is this okay, I'm about to say a phrase that will mark me as middle-aged. Is this a hipster thing?
Well, that's what I was thinking, because I'm like, who's the audience of Urban Outfitters, which honestly is usually younger people, probably around my age, to be honest, who are kind of hipster. But I feel like I'm old enough to where I wouldn't buy VHS tapes. So I feel like they have to be younger than me, like teens.
Do they even know what they are?
I mean, I feel like that's probably why they're buying them, because they don't know what they are. It's like if a kid saw a floppy disk.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like... no, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to go there because it'll just age me even more.
Okay. Well, I'm going to list some of the titles that they're selling in this.
Hit me.
Sum of DVDs. So you can buy The Waterboy. I don't know why. Or A Night at the Roxbury.
No!
Yeah.
Do you know what that is?
No, I actually
it's
don't.
It's based on a SNL skit. We always just called it the head bobbing guys. So it's these two guys in a nightclub, and Steve Martin was in. No, you're thinking of the two wild and crazy guys. They actually combined the two.
Oh,
Steve Martin was
really?
in that. No, these are. I can't think of who the actors are.
I think
but
of the other ones though.
They would
I know who you mean.
bob their heads, and then they would basically accost women. Like,
yep.
Yeah,
I have seen that one too.
And they made a movie. Dear God.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's okay. I don't see. I feel like they're just buying movies that aren't good. Well, The Waterboy's okay, but like,
right?
It's not $40 worth.
No.
Also, besides comedies, you can buy a horror package or sci-fi or romance. So I don't know. Also, you can just stream these. Anyway, I don't know. According to the product description, it says each set is unique, iconic, and will vary from what is pictured here. Don't worry, there are no duds in this batch.
Yes, there are. Night at the Roxbury. It's a dud.
God. Okay. Also, apparently, all of the VHSs are being compiled by a company called Studio House Designs, and they are the ones putting together the packages for the retailer, for Urban Outfitters. And I guess Urban Outfitters, I haven't gone in a while, but they sell other things, like other vintage things like vinyl, which is sort of having a resurgence, and also Polaroid cameras.
Which you can buy now in, like, an updated Polaroid.
Right, and also I feel like you could just always buy vinyl at a record store.
Yeah.
It's not like that ever went away. Like,
vinyl never really fully went away.
Right, exactly. No one buys VHSs anymore. No one sells... I mean, someone does, apparently. Someone thought there was a market. That's the other thing. Someone thought that they could sell this and make money.
And apparently they are selling it. I don't... maybe not, but...
I don't know. At least enough to have it go on their website for this long. Also, I have to say, besides, like, a Polaroid camera has, like, some sort of... I don't know, practicality, like it prints you out a picture instantly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which I feel like also connects to like our society now, like Instagram and everything. Like it's kind of related.
Right. But, Polaroids were kind of the original instant gratification, you know.
Exactly. And so I think that relates to society now. Like I feel like that makes sense. But like a VHS tape, I feel like it's a stretch. And again, I don't know if you could find a working VHR. The last company to manufacture them stopped doing so in 2016.
Yeah.
So... I don't know. Go to your parents' house, which if you go to your parents' house, they're going to be like, why did you buy this? We have a whole closet.
Exactly. My parents have many VHS tapes.
Yeah.
And my nieces, I am proud to say, actually understand the pain of having to rewind.
Oh, yeah.
Kids these days, they don't know it.
Rewinding. Yeah. Oh.
Standing
I think
there.
I saw you can also still buy, like a Walkman, I think, from Urban Outfitters or something related.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The original iPod. Also, there are other people out there who do watch VHSs, like not just people who buy them from Urban Outfitters. There is the Found Footage Fest, which showcases random VHS tapes they find in dumpsters and thrift stores.
Okay, that's kind of interesting.
So I think it's cool.
Yeah.
They throw like odd VHS viewing parties here and there. So I think that's kind of fun. But in general, if you want to just watch the lo-fi VHSs, like maybe the aesthetic appeals to you, that's okay. But you really don't have to spend $40 for it. You can just find them at a thrift store or eBay or your parents' house or my house.
And if you have VHS tapes that are like home movies and stuff, you can convert them to other formats.
Very true.
You don't have to have a VCR anymore.
Yep, that's true. So good luck finding a VHR player. I don't know. I don't know. Good luck.
Wow.
Yep. So with that, I'm just going to end with that. Brings us to the end of our show. Thank you so much for listening, and please tune in to the next Weird News podcast.